Oops. Okay, so we're going to do 8, 9. Number 2, I'm getting ready to share. This is recording. Hold on. There we go. Share screen. Number 2. Questions on number 2. So you have to be careful what it's asking. So this length, the length and the width of this rectangle is. So it's still, you still have the area of 108 square meters. So they're giving us the area. Whoops, I should just do meters squared. So they're giving us the area, and they're giving us one side is x and one side is x minus 3. You know you can find that by doing what?
It's length times width.
Length times width. Okay, so one of these is length and one is width. So you're going to have x3, but that's going to equal 108. Okay, I have these, and now I have to find the area. Well, now we have the area, and we got to find the length and the width. So then, so this is going to be similar to number 1, where you're going to distribute this x. So x squared minus 3x equals 108. And this goes into solving quadratics like we did, I don't know, 8, 7, 8, 8, one of those previous ones. We want to get this to equal 0. So we need to bring the 108 to the other side. That's positive, so we're going to subtract 108. And to make that 0. Because what number x could be in order to make this statement true. Okay? And we can do some trial and error and stuff like that. But so now it's factoring. So now what you're looking for is numbers that multiply to a negative 108, but add together to get a negative 3. Factors of 108. Do you know any number that goes into 108? Sometimes we forget about our 12s. So actually 12 times 9 is 108. Now, if you didn't know that, you can list out the factors of 108 and list it. But then 12 and 9, notice one needs to be negative. That's a negative 3. And they're 3 apart. This one needs to be negative. So you have negative 12 and 9. So you really have to make sure you know how to factor. This was really important in Unit 7. So you're going to have x 12, x plus 9 equals 7, meaning you just factored this. Now, plus, I think I did. Anyway, x plus 9.
Yeah, you said 9.
Oh, I did? Okay, I'm like, all of a sudden, I think I said 7. X plus 9 equals 0. Now, we have to figure out what are these numbers, because if it equals 0, what number does x have to be in order to make this 0? And what number does x have to be to make that 0?
12 or negative 9.
Good. So it's going to be 12 or negative 9. Now, we're talking about length here, or distance. Negative 9 won't make any sense to have as a distance. So in this case, you can't have a equals to dimensions. You got to be careful because you got to actually go back and put the 12 in for the x. So this is going to be 12, and the 12 is going to be 9. So you have a 9 by 12 rectangle. So you have 9 meters, 9 meters by 12 meters rectangle are your dimensions. Okay. Okay, so let's look at number 3. Now number 3, on my way blocking it, same thing. The area is 128 square. So same thing, you're multiplying these two together. Now this is where, now you can do x minus 1 or x plus 7 first, it doesn't matter. Recall, I think 7.4, 7.5, when we were multiplying binomials. You can do it by distributive or the FOIL method, or by the box method. And I can't remember which one you liked better. Do you remember like x minus 1?
I think I just did FOIL.
You just did FOIL. Distributing like x and x times 7. Okay. So yeah, so x squared plus 7x minus 1x. You don't really need that 1 there, but that's okay. Minus 7 equals 128. Combine these middle terms. You have x squared plus 6x minus 7 equals 128. Once you FOIL that, or you double distribute that, then the 128 comes to the side. So you're going to subtract the 128. X squared plus 6x minus 135 equals 0. Then now your fact. Oh,
14.
hi, buddy.
No, for that,
Uh-huh.
I didn't really do that. Really.
Oh, hi. How are you?
I can't.
Oh yeah.
Put this.
How's your car today? Are you playing with your car?
No,
No.
I'm all done my class.
You're all done with your glass?
Cars.
Oh, cars. You're all done with cars. Okay. Moving on to something else. He's so cute. Okay, so wait. So you didn't do, what were you saying when you?
So I thought it was like done
Can you
there
put those-
because like for the other one, because for number 2 we kind of just like stopped there, put it there. So I stopped right there.
Oh. Okay, so number 2, yes. So number 2, we're going to factor like here we had a now. Okay. Oh, okay. So now we still have to figure out though what x has to equal. So this is where we still have to factor. So we got to think of numbers that multiply to get 135, but are 6 apart. Now that could be a little 105 based on the numbers. If it ends in a 5, we know 5 goes into it for sure. So 5, okay, so 135 divided by 5, 35, 27. So 5 and 27. Well, that's not going to have a difference of 6. Now, another thing, if you add the digits together, 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Whenever you add the digits together, it comes out to a number that 3 or 9 can go into. 3 can go into that number. So 9 can go into this number, 135, 9. Oh, and that's 6 apart. So 9 and 15 are our 2 numbers. Now this is negative 135, and that's a positive 6. So we need to have negative 9 and a positive 15. Do you feel pretty good with factoring?
Yeah, I feel like
Okay.
that's not really
Okay.
hard.
So you're going to have x minus 9 and x plus 15 equals 0. Then just the opposite. So you're going to have x equals 9 and negative 15. But it doesn't make any sense to have a negative 15 because you can't put a negative 15 in here plus 7. You get a negative 8. So 9, now it says find n for x. 9 plus 7 is 16. 9 minus 1 is 8. Now then what I would do is I would check 16 times 8 and make sure that's 128. So your dimensions are an 8 foot by 16 foot rectangle. So 8 times 16, 48. Yeah, that would be 128. So it's bringing everything that we've learned in like 8 and, well, kind of 8. Well, not really 8. A lot of 7. A lot of 7. Okay. Same thing here. It's just not, it's not drawn out. A lot of times, so dimensions of rectangle can be expressed as this. If the area is rectangle 60, find the value of x. So this one with the class, I was finding like, no, it just says find the value of x. So this one, we don't have to put it back in, but it's good to test it. Okay, now, if it's not drawn out, a lot of times I go ahead and draw it out just so I can see it. It doesn't matter if 3's here or x minus 8. I mean, it doesn't matter if these are switched. But the area is 60. Same thing. So x minus 8 and x plus 3 equals 60. You have to multiply these, so you can either do your box method or FOIL. X squared plus 3x minus 8x minus 24. And here's where I saw people make some mistakes. They got this far. Well, here, let's x squared minus 5x. Did I do that right? Yep. Oops. X squared minus 5x minus 24 equals 60. Let me know, I'm probably going too fast. Subtract the 60. You need to make this equal to 0. Because then you can factor it to where it makes it much easier. Now these are both negative. This is where I saw some people make a mistake. These are both negative, so it's going to be a negative 84. Not, I'm trying to think what I saw. 44, 34, 36. I think I saw 36. Okay, multiply to get a negative 84, but add together get oh, think of your 12s again. 12 and 7. Yep, 12 and 7. Now, which one needs to be negative? Because it's a negative 5, that's 12. So x minus 12 and x plus 7. X equals 12, or x equals a negative 7, which that won't make any sense. So in this one, x is going to equal 12.